I should change these tiles. Okie dokie. Oh, motherfucker. I'll tell you what. Ah, shit. Just let you know I am actually streaming, so. You playing Turtles? Okie dokie. No. I've gone back to playing Final Fantasy 14. Yep. Yeah, I'm done. I finished. I got to the post story and that was it. I'm done. I finished the story. Yeah, I'll finish the story. Done with that. Yeah. No, I don't. I completed the game. I'm playing. That's it. Done. Defeat the final boss. That's it. Done. Okie dokie. Let's do the Dragoon quest line and whatever else we need to do. Okay. It is pleasing to see how readily the dragon stirs within you. You show great potential, Mino. Potential that may well prove the difference between victory and defeat. Estinian is no ordinary Dragoon. Even when set against the legendary Azores of ages past, the man is considered second to none. Such is his prowess. In fact, the day he was chosen by the Eye, it was proclaimed that Hadrath, the Dragon's Eye, had been reborn. I mean not to disparage your skills, Mino, but to pursue Estinian is to your current state would be tantamount to suicide. As promised, I shall train you in the way of the Dragoon, but you might face Estinian as an equal. Before we commence, however, it is only fitting that you are edified regarding our origins. It all began a millennia past when our forebears resided in the southern plains in humble circumstances. The Fury, impressed by the spirit of our ancestors, decided that it was meet that she make them her own. So she did. So she did appear before Hadrath's Shire, a man of courage and ingenuity named Forden, and bade him lead her people to the promised land, to what would become the great nation of Ishgard. Their journey brought them a wide chasm, whereupon Forden and his people set building a bridge. It was then that a dark shadow descended upon them, the great worm Nidhogg. Heedless of his own safety, Forden fiercely charged at the colossal beast. Alas, he was pushed into the chasm by one of his own, a man seduced by the worm, and he fell to his death. Taking up his slain sire's lance, Hadrath hurled himself at the Nidhogg, even in tears steaming down his face. The confrontation ended when the young man, his hand guided by her alone, landed a mighty thrusting that prized out Nidhogg's eye. With a terrible roar of pain, the great worm took wing and fled, while jubilation reigned below. Ishgard's priceless relic is none other than the eye taken from Nidhogg that day. It is a venerable wellspring of dragon power. Even so removed from its owner, it can exert control over the hearts of men. Hadrath himself felt its marginal influence, but his love of justice brooked no corruption. Brooked no corruption, and he prevailed over the power, claiming it for his own, and so it was the first Azure Dragoon was born. Being derived from our foe, the power of the dragon is a thing that is to be loathed. But as Hadrath has proved to us all, so as long as our hearts burn with justice, we need not fear being taken in its thrall. But what is justice precisely? Justice assumes many shapes and forms, Mino. And none can say that one greater than another, so as long as you hold fast to your beliefs and stay true to yourself, you leave no room for the power of the dragon to master you. But enough history. Let's return our attention to the present. A knight by the name of Sir Bressmont will see the next stage of your training. Seek him out at Witchdrop. Yep, I've changed my thing. I'm going to do a little bit of these, the two Dragoon quests, some society quests, get them done, and then starting a little bit of into the Maelstrom, and that will be the stream. The Maelstrom storyline is long, and very, very long, so. A little bit of Ishgard's history there. Pretty small. So the adventurer seeks to become a Dragoon. Sir Alberic speaks of legends and chosen ones, but I would see you prove yourself in one more practical fashion. With your lance, defend yourself. You have some skills. I will give you that. And the glow of your soul crystal, perhaps Sir Amber Alberic was not wrong about you, after all. Now return to him. Your training here is complete. The stream was extremely long yesterday. God, I don't want to make them 3 hours long. Try to condense the nonsense. So the Dragoon grows even stronger within you, Mino. Clearly your trial was a rousing success. I need only observe your crystal to know it as much. Yes, though you may only have just begun to walk the path of the Dragoon, it is clear you possess the talent to become Estinian's equal. Go forth and make the powers you have attained your own. When the time is right, we shall proceed with your training. Okay, just learnt the meme, by which all Dragoons are known. The elusive jump. Yeah. Okay, unfading skies, Sir Amric would send you on your next trial. You grow even stronger, and I speak of more than just flesh. You are slowly but surely realizing your potential as an Azure Dragoon. It is heartening to look upon, though I must confess that my Poseidon's feeling is one of relief. You must understand that mere thought that the eye would choose an outsider, one who ill comprehends the threat posed by the dragons, fills me with the gravest of misgivings. Yet you have, but I shall say no more, lest flattery impede your improvement. Now, during our last lesson, I enlightened you regarding the origins of the Dragoons. Now you recall how Hadrith heroically triumphed over the great worm Intog, and Ishtar came into possession of the eye. Tell me, Mino, do you believe that these events truly transpired, or are you inclined to think them fairy tales? I ask you this because few folk have seen dragons in the flesh besides me as its guardians, and most would soon dismiss them as products of imagination. Unless dragons are no less real than you and I, and Nidhogg perhaps the most real of all. In the course of its history, Isgard has suffered some creatures' wrath on 8 separate occasions. Each time the great worm rouses, the blood of the countless Isgardians is spilled. Let us revisit the past once more, Mino. Time is 20 summers past, and place is Dravania. After a century in slumber, Nidhogg awakened once more and to resume his reign of terror. Entire villages were razed to the ground and their inhabitants reduced to smouldering ash. Sensing the great one's unbridled rage, others of his kin began to rouse, and in such numbers to blot out the sun with their wings. A deep, foreboding darkness swept over Isgard. Raging infernos painting the bellies of the sky an angry red, agonizing screams of innocence fading into the deathly silence. In my station as a Dragoon, I was there, though, and through it all, bore witness to all the horrors. But there was no time to offer such even a silent prayer. Nidhogg lingered in one place only long enough to slay it to waste, and when he took wing, so did I pursue him, a man possessed. This game of cat and mouse continued for what seemed like an eternity before I found myself face to face with the great worm. The battle unfolded in a tiny settlement on the edge of Kurthus, raging on for 3 days and 3 nights, with neither side able to gain a decisive advantage. Remaining on my feet by sheer force of will, I realised that it must end now, else it shouldn't end well. Marshalling my one last ounce of strength, I wagered all in a single thrust. My lance struck home, burying deep into the ruin of my opponent's empty eye socket. Yet before I could withdraw my weapon, the worm lashed out widely in its agony, dealing a blow that left me sprawled upon the scorched earth, nigh in instant taste. In that instant, I thought myself nearly surely doomed, but alone had not finished with me. Having lost the taste for battle, Nidhogg let loose a blood curdle and roared before fleeing into the sky. The battle was over. While I did not perish from my injuries, they rendered my body unfit to bear the power of a dragon, and I was Azure Dragoon no more. Lying bedridden, my thoughts wandered to all innocent lives that had been lost, the people I had failed to protect. The last conflict with the dragons of Dravania left countless orphans in its wake. Estidian was one of them, and the sole survivor of Ferndale, the final finish, to suffer Nidhogg's wrath. With none left to care for him, I did the only thing I could. I took Estidian as my own son, instructing him in the way of the Dragoon when he was of an age to learn. Yet I would not have you think me noble. My actions were born of not of compassion, but of guilt. My guilt of having failed him. But alas, I have also failed him as a father. For what manner of a man did I bring up to be? A thief that would endanger the life of everyone of his countrymen. Aye, you heard me right. All the Ishgard may suffer for its crime. Though we know little or less than the mighty dragons, it's conceivable that the disturbance surrounding the storm, I will rouse Nidhogg to awaken once more. That is, his kin have already stirred from the slumber, serves as fair warning of that. Time is not on our side. Fortunately, it would seem you are more than ready to embark on the next. Make your way to Witchdrop. There the knight Hesterstein awaits your arrival. My nation is dependent on you. A lot of things, go here, go there, ain't it? So, Estidian committed such a crime. Another person down the bottom of a well. This is the place where he nearly threw the innocent guy off. Use 15. I didn't actually really fit there. You are the one who would aspire to be a Dragoon. Why are you not even this guard? You are not even of this guard. You are, if you truly possess the power of Thambaric, tell us seizing you and then prove it with me with your lance. On guard. That strength. I've not seen it in its like since Estilian himself stood before me. Mayhap Sir Alberic has the right of it after all. Return and you show your crystal to him. You have no doubt he will be pleased. Yeah, that's the place where the innocent guy was about to be thrown to his death. A long way down. Of course, you've got chocolate. You have passed yet another trial with flying colours, Mino. The day when you may stand before Estilian as an equal is not far off. And when that day comes, the eye will choose you over the traitor. I have no doubt of it. I've no doubt of this. But we must be patient still. For now, you must continue your training, and when you can do no more of your own, seek me out once more. AOE. Okay, now we're going to do our two first we travel to the Amarja. We'll go out for let's do the Hagen first. Okay, speak to the Clutch Father, Nov. Scarlet Bloodletter. Nov needs a rock to sink the bloodthirsty ambitions of the Coral Titans. Pish. The tide brings ill news, Shorewalker. It seems the Coral Tridents their finless pets, the serpents, reavers, are now swarming another vessel off the coast of West Nausicaa. But there is still time. We must not let them sink this ship as they did the last one. Should the Tridents continue to agitate the waters with such abandon, the Shorewalker's elders will surely bring their armies against us. Shorewalker Mino, is it? I need you to become a rock I spoke of when we first met. Bring board the trading vessel known as the Swallow, and soon as you are able, and blunt the thrust of my foolhardy king. We Shahagan are comfortable with swimming long distances, but you will not require physiology. You must speak with my son Pa. The eldest he breeds are trained to carry those wounded in deep water skirmishes. but they will just as easily carry an uninjured warrior into battle, Fish. Your sea beast steeds awaits. The Clutch Father has told me of your need. The eldest is the largest and swiftest creature in my stable, and should have no difficulty in bearing you across the waves. Be sure to prepare for heavy battle, Shorewalker. The coral tridents often bring their own sea beasts to battle, ill-treated and foul-tempered brutes all, and I speaks not of serpents reapers through the description be as that. Fish, are you ready to ride my Elvis to the swallows? Business. Please, take whatever you want. Just keep my insides on the inside. You don't work for the marrow-sucking fishbacks. You're here to rescue me and my crew. Well then, I won't question you how you reached us in the middle of the ocean without a vessel of your own. This proud lady is the Swallow, and we shan her slightly less than proud captain. We were in fact in the inaudible process of abandoning ship. If you truly wish to save our skins, then I would much be obliged if you were to. I shall stall the enemies on the deck while my men continue to prepare the lifeboats. Stall them. How you ask? But spin some of their back with the black blood and see if it helps. Alright, dickheads. By the navigator's night shirt, you certainly are a force of nature. I was so focused on the deadly dark I was scared to notice the lifeboats are in the water. As much as it pains my heart to lose my dear Swallow, losing my innards would be more painful still. Come, my brave lass, I can hear the tavern of our port calling out. Thank you for your aid, my stalwart friend. If you hadn't inexplicably appeared miles from the coast without a sail in sight, I fear my crew and I would now be taking our final rest on the ocean bed, alongside the broken hull of my sweet Swallow. But I had but recently fitted the ship with lifeboats, and I'm glad I did. It was the sinking of that trading ship not long past that prompted me to take such precautions. Awful business that. Tell me, how is an honest man meant to make a living when trade routes are thus preyed upon? How can we mere merchants be expected to fight through a sea of slavering fishbacks? The ones who attacked us were so bold to introduce themselves before clambering over our rails. The coral tridents, they said they were, and praised their leader with some manner of red-hulled sea devil. Red Hood Sea Devil. I pray forgive my outburst. Storm Lieutenant Yungan Kurigu at your service. Captain, and this is of vital importance. Do you recall which red hue the Sinhagen used to describe their leader? It wouldn't happen to have been scarlet, would it? Well, now that you mention it, I'm fairly certain it was scarlet. If they were crimson or carmine, I would have remembered. A merchant captain must be abreast of such details. You and 12 above. The demon rises from the depths once more. Is there something terribly amiss, Lieutenant? Some 15 years ago, there was one Sahagan pirate of such cruelty, such depravity that he plunged an entire region of western Anagorska into a glimmering terror. The hands of the stoic sailor would shake at the mere hint of his shadow on the waves. Truly, he was a monster that froze the hearts of men. Even the knights of Barracuda were powerless to halt this villain's rampage. So much delight did they take in the act of slaughter that white coral necklace he wore was stained perfectly red with blood. Thus was the beastman whisper in the tavern room's tales of the Scarlet Sea Devil. 'Tis been long since the name had been uttered. I thought him perished of old age, but it appears the horror lives on. In these are dark days, my friend. I must return to Camp Skull Landing and report the development to Commander Faldebruder at once. Well, this Sea Devil fella sounds awfully unpleasant, doesn't he? Perhaps losing my ship was not the most terrible fortune after all. I managed to save some things from the hold before I fled. I would be honoured if you would accept a small token of gratitude. Alas, the sack of burden. It's not, alas, a sack of Belgian coin. You will, however, find no finer friend than his origins for fending off the illness of long sea voyages. Back to Shahagan. Thankfully, these guys, these beast tribes and the other ones, you don't have to go as high as you do with the ones who are traders. Vehicle. Mino, you have returned. My Spauldings have heard rumours from Coral Trident Camp that the crew of the Swallow escaped with aid of an elvish riding shore walker. Well done. Though the ship was taken, the lives you saved will spare us much enmity. Hish, what is that you have here? I have seen the like of these before. Fruits, yes. Picked from your land-grown trees. Clutch, father. Are those? They smell strange. On Ogenez, do they taste as good as sea cucumbers? They are a gift from our shorewalker friend. Be sure to thank her and share them evenly among your clutch mates. Pish. Thank you, shorewalker. Still so innocent, but I cannot shelter them from the most harsh truths forever. What of you, Mino? Have you any offspring? I imagine a warrior of your stature would have much to impart on your hatchlings. But your shorewalkers do not lay eggs, correct? I am much unfamiliar with the concerning your kind, but there are also much of our people you will likely find mysterious. For instance, why have the cold tridents suddenly come to prominence? Those who succeed in battle are vaulted among their kin. With their strategic use of the serpent reapers, the tridents have achieved a growing number of victories. Now tell me of your bay boast of new leader. You are certain of the name? Pish. That does not bode well for our plans. I didn't expect the Scarlet Sea Devil to return. Let's go and speak with the let's go and speak with the Amaja. Hamingar. Ranger rescue. Hamingar wishes to hurl you into the heart of enemy territory as he with a spear. Do you know of the Forgotten Spring, the Mateke settlement found to the south of in the Sargel Desert? We have just received urgent word from Longongar. She reports that the hunting party from the U tribe village was ambushed by a sizable Amaja force. Those who were not massacred outright were dragged away by raiders. They are likely already be tempered. Lunangar mentions, however, that one of the Mateke was nimble enough to evade capture and flee into hiding. We have no alliance with the U tribes people, but we cannot close our eyes to an act perpetrated by a very foe we are so greatly despised. We so greatly despise. With a chance to strike a blow, our enemy will go to war for Gorton Springs. Be my spear on an ally, and I shall hurl you into the mist of Zanak. Lunangar awaits reinforcements in the southwest. Join your strength with hers and do what you must to rescue these lone, courageous Mateke Ranger. Gods be good. When I request reinforcements, expect the war leader to send you. And just as before, you're too slow to respond. While I sat here grinding my teeth in frustration, I watched as the flame fangs discovered the Rangers' hiding spot and hauled her off through the air to their encampment. Encampment is in their forward base, and as such, the place is awash with alert and wary soldiers. The two of us would fare poorly against such numbers. Without a cunning plan, that is. You and my eager outsider will use my mount to sow a trail of chaos amongst their ranks. Listen carefully. The Amaja like to stockpile of oil they used to light their watchfires and such. Seek out the barrels and tap the Drake's head. That is the command for him to spit a gout of flame. The resulting explosion should be enough distraction for me to slip in and free the captured Mateke. Once you've freed yourself from the angry Amaja, meet us beyond the edge of the camp where the desert begins. So how's everyone's day been? Okay. you all had a good day. Here we go. Even riding a Drake, you somehow managed to arrive at last. I thought perhaps you had been caught in an explosion or burnt to a crisp. A pleasant thought, but apparently not the case. Balloon? Could it really be you? We had thought you long perished. No, I'm sure of it. Your voice is unmistakable. I recall the many days we spent laughing and chatting in the springs. I don't know you nor your damnable springs. I am Lungra, a warrior of the Brotherhood of Ash. And my people are the Amaja, proud and strong. You are wrong, Matoki. I'm heading back to camp. See this hunter safely home before you return to the Ring of Ash. No escape will be necessary. I am a hunter of the U tribe. If I cannot cross the sands alone, I do not deserve to return at all. I would, however, have you visit the springs in any case, adventurer. There's more to your friend, to Yunlun, that you should know. We meet again, adventurer. I need to tell you that your companion is without a doubt the little Lun that I used to know. There must be some pressing reason for a subterfuge. Many of our tribe were close with Unlun. Yulun? And they may help you understand why Leon hides behind that mask and how you might best help her. Yulun, of course I knew her. She was my blood sister. We were both daughters of a former nun, though our mothers were not the same. You'll find my choice of tense confusing. She is dead, stranger, slain alongside her mother more than 5 years ago. I did not witness the incident myself, but I will never forget the sudden pain of their loss. She's not dead. Yulun, yes, I remember the name. She was a quiet girl, too timid to even slap a bit of biting desert flies. The lizard men took her away from us, and from that I shall never forgive them. It is not uncommon to hear the skirmishes between our people and the Amaja. The lizardmen do not respect our territory and interfere with our hunts. The desert suffers for their presence. It is said that a hunting party was set upon by the Amaja and many of my kin have not returned from the sands. Must the tragedies of the past be so fatefully repeated? So there must be a reason for her to be mainly a martyr. Payback for her mother, maybe? You are late. I might have thought you delayed by the Welwick worm, but the floating pity in your eyes tells the tale. Did they mourn me for me in the Forgotten Springs? Look at me, adventurer. This isn't a march of battle mask given to me by the war leader himself, worn only by those who have chosen the path of the warrior. You likely heard stories from the rangers of how I was taken or killed during the Amarja raid all those years ago. They were right, and they're wrong. I know not how I survived the attack, but it was Humungar who found me as I stumbled through the desert, very conscious and badly wounded. He gazed down upon my battered face and gave me a simple choice: linger here and die, or come with me and fight. It was then that I made the decision to discard my past, my family, my tribe, and my very identity. I was reborn into the Brotherhood of Ash, existing for no other purpose than to feed the flames of my vengeance. The mask is a symbol of my resolve. It represents my transformation into an Amarja soldier, strong and proud. I tell you this not to justify my deceit, but damn the flood of your foolish questions where it begins. Now stow your unwanted sympathy and make a report to the war leader. Quite blunt, isn't she? Honoured ally, with your continued aid, the Brotherhood of Ash will rekindle the glory of our past. Our ancestors did our ancestors, we shall forge still our bodies and spirits, and deal death with honour. To no gods we will beg, nor against the meek rise arms. We are warriors, walkers of the path of righteous battle. We do not kneel to the claim of our strength. Live by the word of, and your soul too shall burn with sight as brightly. Done. So it's going to take some time to level these all up. So the XIV will probably be the easiest because their quests give out quite a lot, and plus they've got one which is daily, just gives out 70. So I can level them up pretty quickly. So I'm doing the Amarja and Sahagan tomorrow, and level them up to 72, and then keep grinding it out until we get the stories again. Let's have a look how long we've been going. An hour. I don't think it'll be worthwhile starting the ARR MSQ. So I think what I'll do, I'll change the name of this, change the name of the title of this, and so it was just side quests, and then we'll get crack-a-lacking with the through the Maelstrom, which will be fun. So we have another trial to unlock. Good, and then I'm the Big B82. Thank you very much for watching, and please subscribe. Comments are welcome, and I appreciate your thumbs up as well. As we in the path of darkness, we shall say goodbye. Ciao for now.